Hi guys, it's Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet, and it's Finished Object Friday. Do I have any finished objects? That is the question. I do. I have I have 6 finished objects. 4 of them are very small, or 5. 3 of them are very small, but they still count as finished objects. So let's see. That one goes there. Let me see if this is one of the right bags. Yes. This, of course, is one of my latest Ella bags. Isn't it adorable with hearts? I love my Ella bags. And this is a crochet along that I'm doing with Snappy Tots. And she's going to do, I think it's 4 a month. I know she's doing like 1 a week, or she's sending out 1 a week. On every Wednesday, she's putting out a new pattern. So the first pattern was this one. It's a little washcloth. And all of the patterns will be a washcloth or a scrubby of some type. So this is the first washcloth that I did. And I used a brand new yarn to me. And I almost used 1 whole skein. This part right here is what I have left. And it is Mayflower Cotton 8/4 100% organic. I got this yarn from Hobby or Hobie. I'm not quite sure. I hear different ones. I heard somebody who's working with them say Hobie. So I'm going with a Hobie. And this is kind of like a lavender color. And I used 2 strands together since it was so small. And used almost a whole full skein. And I opened a second one. For her second pattern was a dish scrubby that you can fit your hand into. And she used 2 strands together. I used 3. I used 2 of these, or actually, yeah, 2 strands of this. And another new to me to use, not scrubby in general, but this type of scrubby. Wash It Prints Karatopu. I got this from Hobium when they were still open. So I used this for the first time with this pattern. It's a little hand scrubby that you can use to clean your dishes. Same stitch as this one. I will put a link down to Snappy Tots below. And I'm going to try to stay with the same color throughout the month. And if I need to pull out any scraps or anything, I'll figure out something. I might make scraps or something with this. So these are my first 2 finished objects from the Snappy Cowl, or Snappy Tots cowl. She did just put out another brand new pattern yesterday evening, but I didn't get a chance to start on that one, so maybe next week I'll have that one done. So this is going, and what hook did I use? That's a good question. Let's see. I used 2 different hooks. For just the washcloth, I used 5.0. And for the Scrappy, I used a K 6.5. So, let me stick this back in the Ella bag. And I'm keeping all of my cowl stuff up there so it doesn't get mixed up with my whips. Although they're whips too, but just different. So I'm going to stick that right there. All right, so my next one, I don't know if it's in, yes, it's in, this is the, from Stash Buster 2020 with T-Doddles, and I used what little scraps that I had and used and made this washcloth. It's a little small one, but it's good to do dishes with. It's just what kind of stitch is that? A bobble? She's going to put out another one that's a bobble that is a soap sack that I'm wanting to make. So when she puts that out, she does have a washcloth like this one that's bigger. So I probably will make the bigger version, although for dishes I like smaller ones. But I really want to do the soap sack one. Because I'd like to make a whole bunch of those to donate to the shelters. So this is, I will put the link to the stash down for Christy at T-Doddles. She's doing it with somebody else, but I cannot remember what or her name. So, but I will put a link to Christy's. All right, so that is finished object number 3. And these last 3 go together. These are a cowl also. And I'm going to be ambitious this year with, I'm doing Setta's Calendar Cowl 2020. And since I'll be doing mostly donating the work that I'm doing for my cowls, I'm actually gifting this to somebody. It's not, I guess you could call it donating. But I used an H hook on everything that I've made for this. I'm using an H hook. The picture that she showed for her calendar cowl was a picture of the Northern Lights. So, although the dress is not called the Northern Lights, I'm calling it my Northern Light dress. So, I used H 5.0 millimeter hook. I used about maybe a third, probably not quite a third, of Caron Simply Soft in the color Violet. And I think we all know about Caron Simply Soft. It is a number 4, but it's a small number 4. It splits like crazy. It's 100% acrylic, about 315 yards. I don't see, it is washable and dryable, and I don't see where it was made. So, but yes, this is the color Violet that I used in my item. I also used, and I'm counting what's left of this one as a second skein used. So this is another Care-On Simply Soft in the color Oceana. And that's what that color looks like. And I used 2 skeins of that. Woohoo! The rest of this will go into the scrap bin. All right, so the first thing I made was a diaper cover. Isn't that just adorable? I think I have to say so myself that this is just adorable. I made this diaper cover right here. Here's the violet, and then here's the Oceana, and I'm holding it kind of wonky, but and I just a 1-button one. So there is this. The back is just plain. Isn't that just adorable? And there's 2 finished objects on one, on this one. So here we go. I made a little Northern Lights dress. And because I couldn't find the yarn I wanted, I had to make do with what I had. There was some pink in the picture, so I temporarily attached this pink bow that I made. And this pink bow is from Whistle and Ivy, and it's called the No Pinch Bow. And it's just on there temporarily because it is part of the colors that she had that I could best match with. And the dress is a Bag-O-Day pattern. It's number 539, and it's called the Candy Cane Princess Dress. So this is the dress. It took a whole lot of yarn to make this. It took just the skirt part and the what do you call them, around the edges. It took basically 2 full skeins of the Oceana. So here's the back. I did put a little button on it. There's a little button. So here's the dress, and this is the dress that's going with my Set As Place calendar cowl for January. Alrighty. That is all for my finished objects. I will say on a side note, my blood sugars are going up a little bit. I'm not in the death zone anymore. I'm in between the 60s and the 70s now, which is super great. But I have my bananas, and I have yogurt, some healthier snacks than those mints, and Funyuns. Although I think the Funyuns are stale now. They've been here for a while. I like to snack on them every now and again. So, yes, my blood sugars are going up. They're not the deathly low anymore. They're still not where they need to be. I'm still not on my insulin. I'm actually hoping that I will be able to get off insulin. And I am a type 2 diabetic. If I was type 1, I would be on insulin forever. But what we have been working towards is getting me off of insulin. And maybe with the changes that I have been making, of course I didn't mean to go deathly low, but this could be a sign that I might get to go off insulin, or at least a lower dose of insulin. So we shall see. Getting off would be great, and even a lower dose would be great. But right now I am off of insulin so I don't put myself in a diabetic coma from low insulin or from low blood sugars. So that's all that I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all. And now I can post these on the Facebook group since I have done the video for them. So I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.